It's one of the rites of spring in Healdsburg. One Sunday in May every year, we are allowed to peel off a layer of our everyday life and get an impression of what homes were like in Healdsburg's early days, how they are today, and what the possibilities are for the future. The annual event began in 1991 with the tourist industry volunteering by welcoming tourgoers to the Grape Leaf and Camellia Inns. They were joined by the owners of 3 other vintage homes. Each of the following years, owners of 5 to 7 homes have opened their doors to offer a glimpse into Healdsburg life. Each one of these homes is an important part of Healdsburg's rich fabric. After 28 years, the organizers of the tour have amassed an extraordinary body of work. When seen as a whole, it offers profound insights into the evolution of our town and an appreciation of the outstanding diversity of our housing stock. Going back in time, we can begin to understand how each of these homes were built and rebuilt for a specific time and place. The town was laid out by Harmon Heald in 1857 with a common grid pattern, with the streets focusing on the Spanish-style plaza. The population of Healdsburg at the time was 300 residents. Heald sold 85 lots downtown, constructed a store, and our town began. Roderick Matheson was born in Scotland, lived in New York City, and made it big in San Francisco. He decided his young family needed the Healdsburg lifestyle. They moved here in 1856, and in 1857 bought a 300-acre ranch just outside of town. Here he built a beautiful Greek Revival mansion. 751 South Fitch Mountain Road was featured in 1995 and is the oldest home that has been part of the tour. The Northwest Pacific Railroad brought visitors and commerce to our town in 1871, and over the years, Healdsburg became even more established as a destination. From 1857, we jump forward 92 years to 1949. Chicago architect Harry Weiss was fascinated with the use of concrete arches and vaults. Among his greatest works resulted in the construction of the stations for the Washington, D.C. Metro. In his earlier work, he had explored similar ideas in the successful development of a prototype store for the Purity grocery chain. In order to meet the demands of a population exceeding 3,000, one of the 49 stores built was at the corner of North and Center Streets. An outstanding example of adaptive reuse, the lower portion has been divided into smaller retail shops, and the upper level houses a modern loft apartment. It has been featured twice on the home tour, 2007 and 2013. The housing shortage is nothing new in Healdsburg. 8 years after the end of World War II, a new zoning ordinance was adapted to encourage higher density housing near the center of town. Until recently, the town has mostly added housing by annexing adjacent farmland. This is an idea that has been grappled with for decades and most elegantly addressed at The Grove. Built in 2007, 522 Grove was showcased on the 2012 tour. The award-winning complex proves that high-density living does not mean a compromise in personal space nor quality of life. These are just 3 of the 156 stories that have been told through the Homes Tour. There are so many still to tell. Participating in these annual events gives us a deeper understanding of the qualities we so love about our town and can help us as we think about creative solutions for Healdsburg's future.